Cornish Tin has just completed a fundraise via CrowdCube. There's more money to come as well. Here to tell us exactly what the situation is, Sally Norcross-Webb. Well, first of all, Sally, hello and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about the CrowdCube raise that you've just completed.
Well, it was really overwhelming. Not only did we raise just over £1,076,000, but we had support from about 1,300 people, individuals who, despite the depressing news that we all read every day, all decided to take action and back British critical minerals, which is really great. So we're very pleased with the result.
So this gives you enough money to get cracking on the next stage of exploration and development at your Cornish assets. Tell us what you plan to do as summer turns to autumn.
Well, thanks largely to our CrowdCube supporters, we can now get going with our planned phase 3 lithium focus program, which is going to be around, well, it's over 2,000 meters. It could be 2,100 meters, but we've got a couple of holes in reserve that we might do, total 2,500 meters, starting in September to demonstrate the continuity and extent of the new area that we've acquired the mineral rights to, Tregonning South. So that should be very interesting indeed.
It's a pretty sizable proposition, actually, isn't it? Just remind us exactly what you've got there.
Yeah, well, we first discovered this very rare G5 lithium field in the original area, Tregonning North, which is around 365 acres. But Tregonning South is 2.1 times the size. So Tregonning North is now only 1/3 of the combined area. And the similar bedrock geology, in particular the aplite pegmatite sheets, which are so highly enriched in lithium, clearly continue all the way down the granite contact right to the coast. So we've got a very, very large area there, which is highly prospective for lithium. And we're concentrating in this program on drilling the holes that are likely to intercept the aplite pegmatite sheets, which are buried in the country rock, projecting horizontally out of the granite, just to demonstrate that they continue all the way down, because the grades have been very high, well over 1%, peaked at 1.4% in Tregonning North. So it should be very interesting core, actually. Can't wait to see it.
Yes, exciting, exciting to get down to work on that. Now, there's more money coming in too, as well, isn't there? You've completed the CrowdCube phase of your fundraising efforts for this year, but tell us a little bit about the placing, which is still happening.
Well, quite a number of our existing shareholders are supporting this raise, but largely because of the CrowdCube news, there is a lot of new interest from third-party investors who've not yet invested in Cornish Tin that are getting in touch and who would like to be involved, which is really encouraging in this market. So I think I'll know by the end of August where we're at on the combined raise, but very much hoping to get closer to the 2 million we were originally looking for. And if we do that, then we'll be off again drilling early next year.
And you'll be working on tin next year as well, I gather.
Yeah, it's yet to be finally determined, but we do have a very interesting tin focus program that it would be great to get going with, because we've got the permits and everything, not the permits to drill it from the council, although I don't foresee that's an issue, but we have all the ecological impact assessments and everything we need ready prepared on that. So that's certainly a possibility. But the main focus next year is going to be if we can continue on with our lithium drilling to try to get to an inferred resource, hopefully by the end of next year, or make significant progress towards that. That's the main aim.
And so finally, Sally, what will happen then if you get an inferred resource, which would be a great result? How do you envisage taking the project further from there?
That's a really good question, and I wouldn't like to call it now because we don't know what's going to appear as the best option. But I think on the lithium asset, and I think I've said this before, it's our hope that we can partner up with a strategic partner of some kind to accelerate that and hopefully monetize that much more quickly than we could if we did it, on our own. and then turn our attention to the tin. It's very difficult when you've got tin, which I think is such a great story, and the price is still shooting up. But there's still such a lot of activity in the M&A market for lithium that they're both really good assets to be in. So a bit spoiled for choice, really.
Well, it's great to see you guys getting funded, getting support from local British people for a local British project, and we wish you all the best as you get down to some more serious work, Sally. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Alistair, very much.